On the podcast, The Pivot, Mike Tyson said the greatest 3 years in his life was when he was in prison. It was asked of him, over the $30 million that you made in one fight, all that money you had? He pretty much says, well, what good is all of that if you don't have peace? He said, I had peace. In the New Testament of the Protestant Bible that we have today, primarily in the New Testament, over a third of the content is written by the Apostle Paul, who used to be Saul of Tarsus, who used to be a Christian persecutor, until Jesus converted his life, changed his life for the better. The Lord used the Apostle Paul to spread the gospel in a mighty way. And primarily how he was used to spread the gospel was from behind bars in a prison. Some of Paul's greatest writings were written while he was incarcerated. Let me make sure I'm clear. I'm not saying all of us have to get locked up just to be used by God. But what I am saying, and what we can learn from this, is sometimes God has to set us still and force us to be in situations where we are still, where we can hear God clear regarding instructions and guidance in our purpose in life to glorify God. And sometimes God has to force us to be still so that we can receive the true peace from God that we so desperately yearn for, at least most of us. Sometimes God has to pull us away from the world, chasing fame, fortune, riches, glory, all of this stuff, notoriety, trying to climb up the corporate ladder, all of that stuff, on the grind, the rat race. Sometimes God has to force us to be in situations when we are still, when we can truly receive that peace, that shalom from God, and hear from God crystal clear regarding our purpose, so we can glorify God with all that we have. Sometimes, fam, it requires isolation moments. And don't be afraid of that. God bless you and yours.